Let's go live right now to Leslieville, where Mayor Olivia Chow and city officials are speaking about protecting emergency services.
There's also reduction of their contribution to reserves also. I've asked for a briefing note to outline precisely how many millions dollar increase they have. It's substantial, and the briefing note is coming. So to be clear, there's no cuts. There's at least minimum of $35 million plus other parts that are included in their budget. As to paramedics, I understand the staffing and the workload is an issue. I understand the offloading difficulties in hospitals. I've seen it. It has a significant impact, and I'll continue to work with the provincial government and the hospitals to look for ways so they could offload a lot faster. I really appreciate the work they do, the paramedics. And in this budget, there is a $2.65 million funding for permanent investment of 63 additional operational staff and associated operating cost. It's in line with the council-approved multi-year staffing plan. So that is what is in the staff budget that I'm just describing. And I do want to point out that to keep, in terms of emergency service, there are 4 components. There's fire, ambulance, police, and the Toronto Community Crisis Response Team that deal with people that have mental health issues. So all 4 of them are receiving enhancement and increase in their budget.
It might not be a threat to the police budget, but the chief is saying it falls short of $12.6 million, and he's saying if they don't see that money, it will put the community at risk. Is that a risk you're willing to take?
I do know that their budget is $1.3 billion. It's $1 out of $5 of your property tax go to the police. It's a substantial amount of investment.
Mayor, so when it comes to the paramedics, though, they're saying that, well, their union is saying that their chief doesn't seem to be even listening to the demands on them. So do you think that you need to sit down with the union and figure out what's going on, especially with recruitment, because it seems that they're having a real hard time getting people to actually come here to work because of the demands, because they're always so overstaffed or understaffed?
Yes, I'm open to meeting with any of the unions. What's facing the paramedics are being faced by firefighters, police officers, nurses, teachers, 911 dispatchers. The city is expensive. Our housing cost is expensive. And it's hard for young families, especially, to establish themselves in a city, which means that some of the recruits that we want to bring in, it's a lot cheaper for them to live outside the city of Toronto. But we want them to work in the city, which is why in this budget there's a lot of money, investment, so that we can build more housing, build some affordable housing. It is a problem. It is not just faced by paramedics. Let me tell you, firefighters are telling me, I think the chief is probably, yes, he's nodding, that it is difficult to recruit people because our housing cost is just really high. And of course, because this is a big city, there's congestion sometimes, and it's hard to get into the city. So we are facing this problem as a city, and we are doing our best to lower the cost of living and make lives for ordinary Torontonians and all those people that want to work for EMS and fire and police and dispatchers and all of them. We want you to work in the city. It's a great place to work, and that's why we want to make life more affordable.
Mayor Chow, can I run police for a minute? I'm used to this is the first budget I've watched you make, and
The which one budget?
so for the city budget for the police, I've seen a lot of budgets where the unions come forward. I don't recall one where
You have to ask the chief that question. It's people can have a right to express what they feel. I do know that that there's question about their budget. I get it, but I do want to stress their increase is substantial. I'm waiting for this budget note to come out to be very clear how many millions are we talking about.
We've been listening to Mayor Olivia Chow speaking to reporters in Leslieville, talking about the budget and especially how officials are going to be dealing with protecting emergency services.